Every one of us at some point in life are forced to borrow money to meet our needs. There are good debts and there are bad debts. But today, I'm not going to talk about that. Today, I'm going to teach you on how to manage that debt. Debts are our greatest enemies. But instead of running away from our debts, we should devise a plan on how we can repay them. For those with stable source of income, take a tenth of that income and use it for savings. 7/10 of it, use it for family expenses. And the rest, you can use it to repay your debts. So if you earn, let's say, 1,000 shillings, spend 100 shillings for savings, 700 shillings for family expenses, and the rest 200 shillings, you can use it to repay your debts. Very practical, isn't it? Well, on that note, I want to give you a classical example of a man who was able to use that rule to settle his debts. For those of us who have read The Richest Man from Babylon, there was a man named Debasir. He lived in the city of Babylon. He had accumulated a lot of debt in his country. He could not meet his needs. He decided that he wanted to live beyond his means. He borrowed heavily. This made his wife to run away from him. Debasir decided also to run away from his troubles. He joined a gang that began robbing caravans of valuables, and they will use their loot to spend on other valuables that didn't really make sense. One day, while on their loot of the caravans, his friends were caught and were killed, but Debasir survived. He was sold to slavery. While he was on slavery, he made friendship with his master's wife. He decided to open up to her about his situation. She was able to listen to him. So one day, while his master's wife was visiting her mother, he went with Debasir. On the way, she decided to grant Debasir his freedom. He told him to go to his homeland. Debasir didn't even know his way because this was a new country. Even with the scorching heat of the desert, lack of food, and the thought of being caught as a slave escapee, he didn't give up on his quest to find his homeland. Day after day, he walked, and after some time, he was able to find his way back to Babylon. When he arrived at Babylon, he called all his debtors. He told them that he was going to repay them, but first he had to devise a plan. The plan is that which I've just shared it. He even went back to his wife's home and brought him back. They decided to live within their means. This meant that they had to live on herbs and they had to deny themselves any other kind of luxury. From the little money that he got from a job that he got from a camel herder, he was able to repay back those who owe him money. After some time, he was able to settle all of his debts. He became a successful man thereafter. He led a successful life. He was able to gain respect from people in his hometown. What am I saying to you today is that We should not let debt hinder us on our path to success. Instead, we should not run away from them, but we should devise a plan that is going to help us to repay that debt. Because actually debts help us grow, and we cannot run away from it in our lives. I think that's all for today. Until next time, I really hope that this video has really been helpful to you. Leave your comments at the comment sections below, and as usual, like, share and subscribe for more of such videos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week ahead.